Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2024 general reading. We are looking at the first half of April, roughly from the 1st to the 15th, and this reading is for the Earth sign of Virgo. I hope everyone's well. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos. So, excuse me, Virgo, this is for you, first half of April 2024. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Virgo, if you're cross-watching for Virgo, it's also relevant. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch those as well. It can be helpful in bringing in some additional insight or perspective into your personal situation. And if you find that something really does resonate, it really does hit home, you're like, that's what's going on, and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style. If you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life, different types, lengths, styles, budgets, spreads. There's something in there for everyone. And I can usually get back to you the same day or within 24 hours with all that information. And I'm pretty diligent at working at timely scheduling. So if that's something you'd be interested in, please email me. You can see my contact info by clicking the description or title of this video, maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. All right, let's move forward. Virgo, let's see what the first half of April 2024 looks like for you. For those of you who wish to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, both by artist Cyril Marchetti. Okay, Virgo. We begin with a King of Cups. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's a general reading, so it's showing up as a king, but could be female as well. This may be a person who's relevant in your life in some way. Or it could just be the energy of the King of Cups, which is the King of Water or the King of Emotion, who has learned on his or her path of life to kind of balance his emotions in a mature adult way. You know, it's about combining, you know, what you feel and how you want to act and all of this, but doing it in an emotionally mature, temperate, balanced way. I mean, there's a progression with the court cards, right? Like the Page of Cups, the Page of Water or Emotion is like a child, right? All over the place, very exuberant, very maybe emotionally hypersensitive, you know, matures into that Knight energy, still impulsive and spontaneous, kind of charging forward. There's no doubt as to what he or she wants, but able to go out and start manifesting things. And then, you know, then the Knight matures into the King and Queen energy and learns how to do it in a more temperate, moderate, balanced way. So energetically, that's what the King of Cups can represent too, if it doesn't represent a specific person for some of you. With that, we have the Lovers. So this may be relationship central to many of you. The Lovers does point to a very strong, karmically connected relationship. At a crossroads, typically when the Lover shows up, it represents being at a crossroads or at a fork in the road, and a decision needs to be made which will significantly affect the life of a primary relationship or partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. Often it is with the Lovers, but there is a very strong karmic connection. Now the choice can be about the relationship itself, like do we continue together forward, and if so, how? Do we continue? Do we go our separate ways? And if so, how do we do that? Can be third-party situations like needing to choose between two people. Not always. It can also represent needing to make a decision in some other area of life, like career, work, money, something like that, or moving, you know, which of course would significantly affect the life of a primary relationship. And so conversations need to be had to make those decisions together in an emotionally mature way. Next, we have the Chariot, success through perseverance, determination, willpower, which does imply that the path ahead, should you choose it, will be challenging. The Chariot is a success card, but it's a challenge. You know, there's lots of challenges here. Often in this deck, you can see the horses wanting to go in different directions. The chariot might want to veer off in this direction. It's all about being focused on exactly what you want and harnessing together all of these different things, resources, your own emotions into one direction, and making them go exactly where you want to go. That's willpower, determination, perseverance, and focus is how you achieve success and overcome any challenges on the path. With that, we have the Knight of Cups. I was just talking about the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of love, support, encouragement, charging forward. His mission is emotional. Could be a love offer or just an opportunity. It's an opportunity to move forward well, we'll clarify some of this. It does look fairly relationship central for many of you. But again, it can be either about the relationship itself or something else is going on in another area of life, but of course it's going to impact this relationship. So the relationship is showing up as important here. Next we have the Six of Swords, a card of healing, which does imply that there maybe has been some stuff going on. If you could see the water behind this boat, it would be very choppy and turbulent and churned up, right? But you're leaving the worst behind you and you're moving into a place that's more peaceful, more harmonious, more balanced. It's a card of healing, and healing, particularly in its early days, can have its up and downs too, right? You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're headed there. You're headed in the right direction. It is a card of healing. With that, we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Fire. So again, twos represent crossroads, choices. Which way do I go? Which way do I act? Because fire is a very action-oriented energy. So the Two of Wands, a choice of action to bring healing. From the bottom of the deck, two cards came out. I'm going to take them both because both came together. We have Temperance, which came first, which is a card of balance. You know, it's a card of moderation, neither too much of one nor too much of the other, right? In the culinary world, to temper something means to take two things of different temperatures, hot and cold, and blend them together in a way that they create a balanced, beautiful marriage or mixture. And in order to do that, you have to be kind of slow in how you add them to each other, right? My other analogy for temperance is a seesaw or a teeter-totter. So the middle part is where you're going to have your best chance of keeping your balance. The arms of it represent things we have no control over. People, places, situations, sometimes our own emotions. Staying grounded in the middle, even when those things are going, up and down, you have to learn how to shift and adjust without leaving that center. Because if you leave that center to go charging off on this or over here, you're going to lose your balance and fall. Staying in the middle and learning how to deal with things as they come up, like that King of Cups has done, is how we keep our balance. So balance and temperance is the focus here. And it came with the Two of Cups, which, like the Lovers, represents a relationship or partnership, very strong karmic connection here. So balance in the relationship area of your life, the partnership area of your life. So again, whether it's about the relationship specifically or whether it's about another area of life that perhaps is something has been happening and there hasn't been balance in your personal life, your relationship or partnership life. Because the Two of Cups can represent best friends too, or just a really great union. It doesn't necessarily mean romantic. It may resonate that way for a lot of you on the romantic partnership side, because we do have the Two of Cups with the Lovers, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, but it doesn't always have to. It's not always about love. All right, let's take a look at that primary focus. Temperance and the Two of Cups. The Star, hope. Renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism after perhaps something quite challenging has happened, or a period of difficulty or despair or heaviness. Very similar to your sister sign, Taurus. Four of Cups, an offer or opportunity coming in. Not quite sure if you want to take it or not. Justice, Ten of Pentacles. Justice, reaping what you sow. So be careful what your intentions are. Transparency, honesty, morality, ethics, doing the right thing. Even if your emotions want you to maybe do something that isn't. Justice says doing the right thing will be reflected in the outcome. With the Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability can represent financial, material, emotional, probably here a combination of both. Particularly for those of you for whom this might be a relationship reading around ending a long-term relationship or marriage. So maybe, legal and financial aspects to that as well, or you've been living with someone for a long time. But what's coming across clear here, no matter what the specific details of your particular situation is, morals and ethics and honor and doing the right thing is important here with Justice, this major arcana card, because it will be reflected in the longer term outcome, right? We reap what we sow. We gather what we planted all that time ago, right? That's King of Cups, the Lovers. King of Pentacles, that would be you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, male or female. The World, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. So there's some kind of new perspective, new idea, new information, some kind of like light bulb or epiphany kind of going on, where you're taking a look at what you have invested in this, how much, looking at the effort you put into something and what do you have to show for it. Are you happy with it? Can it be better? If so, how do we make it better? Am I on the wrong path? Are we on the wrong path? If so, what else is there? The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot, so there is some indication here that you're considering a major cycle coming to an end. Let's take a look at that Chariot and Knight of Cups. And again, it might be that what you're thinking of bringing to an end is a relationship, a partnership. Some of you may have another option or path or choice. For some of you, it might be in another area of life, but it will bring the whole theme here is, does this part end because it's just not, it can't go anywhere further, and I can't live with it just staying the way it is, kind of energy. Chariot, Knight of Cups. Strength, the High Priestess, and Nine of Swords. This is almost the same as Taurus's reading. Okay. Using your intuition, which is the High Priestess. Our intuition, some people call it higher self, some people call it gut instinct. It's our connection to the divine that gives us these feelings, even if it conflicts with what other people are saying, or maybe, it would be more practical to do this. There's something our intuition is going, no, I really feel pulled here. We're not talking about our thoughts or our surface emotions. It's deeper than that, right? Our connection to spirit, getting quiet and listening to that, going away and going, okay, what do I do about this? What's the right path? Strength, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, taking responsibility for your own actions, taking responsibility for the situation that you're in, and also taking responsibility for any choices you make moving forward, which can be hard if we feel we haven't made the right decisions in the past. We have to kind of take responsibility for that, but we also take responsibility for any choices and changes we make moving forward. It takes strength, courage, wisdom, humility, but those are also character traits that we get stronger in by going through this process. And it's the strength to overcome fear of an unknown future. The Nine of Swords, it's my least favorite tarot card because it represents an extraordinary amount of mental energy, too much, overthinking it, and almost always with the worst possible negative outcome. Well, if I do this, then this horrible thing will happen. And if I do that, this horrible thing will happen. And maybe if you don't do anything, some other horrible thing will happen, until it gets spins around in your head to the point that, it doesn't actually fit the external reality of the situation. but it paralyzes you often and keeps you from making any choices moving forward. And here, the challenge is to move through that energy and act and take control. Remember, that's that Chariot. Perseverance, determination, willpower, focus. No matter how challenging the path is, it will have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and then you'll be on the other side of it. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands. I really feel like I'm almost doing the same reading as I did for Taurus, which I did earlier this morning. Eight of Cups, which is great with that Six of Swords, because this is about turning your back on that which is no longer serving you. It's no longer working for you. You may have thought it was going to in the beginning, but it isn't. So here this person is turning their back and walking away, looking over the horizon. They may not know exactly where they're headed. They may not know exactly what the path looks like, but they know that they have to go. It's no longer good for them where they're at. The Chariot again. Success through perseverance, determination, willpower. So you fall down over here, you get back up and keep going. The Ten of Wands. I mean, this is, tens are cycle endings. Ten of Wands is, yeah, I can't do this anymore. It's too overwhelming. It's too heavy. I just can't keep this up. I can't keep up doing this. I can't keep up working here. I can't, I just can't do it anymore. I've got to, it's time to move on. The Fool, the first major arcana card in the tarot, a brand new cycle begins, a brand new journey, taking a leap of faith, getting out of your comfort zone, taking a risk, a whole new path. Any advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit? The Emperor, the Magician, yeah. Spirit agrees with you. This is big time bossing up energy. I know I can do this. I am going to stand up and take responsibility for whatever part I've had to play in the situation, but I am also going to take control over my own life, my own decisions, my own choices. And I'm going to move forward in order to manifest what I want into physical reality. I know it will be difficult. The Magician knows that, along with the Chariot. I've got to do this over here and that over here, and I've got to pull everything together and make it kind of work for me moving forward. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the captain of my own ship. Nine of Wands, you're very close to the cycle ending. You just have just a little bit further more to go. Don't give up. The Tower, which Taurus also got for their advice and guidance. When the Tower comes as a message from Spirit, as advice and guidance, I always read this as let it fall. Let it crumble. There's something fundamentally flawed in it. It's not good for you anymore. It's time to move on and to rebuild. In the tarot, the next card after this is that beautiful Star card, which comes after to renew, restore, rebuild, hope, faith, and optimism. Let it fall down. And the Six of Swords again, healing. It's time to put it behind you and begin to move forward. So I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Those are your messages for the first half of April. It looks like a tough situation. I think we've all been through things like this. Keep going. Don't lose hope. So I hope that this reading or the messages that have come out have been helpful to you, hopeful for you, have given you some, some food for thought or validated what you're already thinking and feeling. Again, if this did hit home, if you'd like to perhaps reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style. If you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free. Email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description of this video or the title of this video. I would be delighted to work with you and so happy to hear from you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the April mid-month general readings. Until then, as always, stay safe and well. I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.